Hi, I am Dr. Jesse John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss anatomy of lungs and we will discuss the every and each part of the lungs in details. नमस्ते हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Lungs are the essential organs of the respiration. So this is the only structure that is used for the respiration, and it is very essential organ that is in our body, and it is used for respiration. They are situated on either side of the heart and other mediastinal contents. Lungs are soft, spongy, and very elastic in their structure. Each lung is conical in shape, covered with visceral pleura, being attached to the mediastinum only by its root. In the child, they are pink, but with age, they become dark and mottled. So each lung is conical in shape and they are covered by the visceral pleura. Pleura is consists of two types of layer, that is the parietal and visceral layer, and they mount the lungs, but the only the inner layer, that is the visceral layer, where it will contact in the lung, being attached to the mediastinum only by its roots. So in mediastinum it will be attached by its roots, and they are spongy and soft. In child they are pink, and in adult they are dark pink color. We can see here in this picture there is the lung, the right lung and the left lung, and we can see another a structure dome shaped, that is the diaphragm, and we can see the trachea and the primary bronchi also. Now we will see the anatomical feature of the lungs. Each lung has an apex, base, and three borders and two surfaces. Apex, each lung has a blunt apex which projects upward into the neck for 1 inch, especially 2.5 centimeter above the clavicle. So it will project from the above the clavicle about 2.5 centimeter into the neck. Base is the concave and rests upon the upper surface of the diaphragm. Costal surface is smooth and convex, which corresponds to the concave chest wall, and the medial surface has a posterior vertebral part and anterior mediastinal part. The vertebral part lies in contact with the sides of the thoracic vertebrae and the intervertebral disc. Mediastinal part is deeply concave and related to the mediastinal content, which cause impression on the surface. The hilum, where various structures enter or leave the lung, lies on this structure. Anterior border is thin and overlaps the heart. It is here on the left lung that the cardiac notch is formed. The posterior border is thick and lies beside the vertebral column. We can see here in this picture very clearly all the borders, apex, base. Mediastinal part of the medial surface. Mediastinal part is deeply concave and related to the mediastinal content, which causes impression on the surface. Also, it contains the hilum, where the various structures enter or leave the lung, lies on the surface. So the surface that comes in contact with mediastinum, there are so many structures present in mediastinum. So there will be impression on this surface of these structures that present in mediastinum. And this surface there is hilum also. The hilum is a space where the structures they enter and leave the lung. We can see this picture. This is the mediastinal picture. We can see the some impression on this surface, and we can see the hilum from which the some structure enter the lung, and only from this place they can leave the lung also. Now we'll see the what kind of the impression on the medial surface of the right lung. The cardiac impression is related to the right atrium. Impression for the superior vena cava, and the end of the right brachiocephalic vein ascends anterior to the hilum. The impression for the azygous vein arches forward above the hilum, forming deep sulcus. And esophageal impression. The right side of the esophagus makes a shallow vertical groove behind the hilum and the pulmonary ligament. Groove for the inner inferior vena cava, and the groove for the trachea and the right vagus nerve between the apex, and the groove for the azygous vein. You can see here the impressions. Now we will see the impression on the medial surface of the left lung. The cardiac impression is related to left ventricle. The impression ascends in front of the hilum to accommodate the pulmonary trunk, and grooves for the aortic arch and descending aorta. A large groove arches over the hilum and descends behind it and the pulmonary ligament. Groove for the left subclavian artery from the summit of the aortic arch, a narrower groove ascends to the apex. The groove for thoracic duct and esophagus lies behind the groove for the left subclavian artery above the aortic groove. Inferiorly, the esophagus may mold the surface in front of the lower end of the pulmonary ligament. Now we will see the hilum. What is the hilum? Hilum is the part of the lung on its medial surface which give passage to the structure, enters or leaves the lung. And these structures are the pulmonary root, so pulmonary roots, pulmonary autonomic plexus, lymph vessels, bronchopulmonary lymph nodes, and loose connective tissue, which are all enveloped by pleura. The pulmonary root lies opposite the body of the fifth to seventh thoracic vertebra. The major structures in both roots are similarly arranged so that the upper of the two pulmonary veins in front, the pulmonary artery and principal bronchus are behind, and the bronchial vessels are most posterior. Now we can see here the structures that present in the hilum, right lung and left lung. Now we will see the lobes and fissure of the right lung. Right lung is divided by the oblique and horizontal fissure into three lobes, the upper, middle and lower lobes. The oblique fissure runs from the inferior border upward and backward across the medial and costal surface until it cuts the posterior border 2.5 inch below the apex. Horizontal fissure runs horizontally across the costal surface at the level of the fourth costal cartilage to meet the oblique fissure in the mid-axillary line. The middle lobe is thus a small triangular lobe bounded by the horizontal and oblique fissure. Now we will see the lobes and fissure of the left lung. Left lung is divided by the oblique fissure into two lobes that are upper and lower lobes, and there is no horizontal fissure in the left lung. Now we will see the bronchopulmonary segment. We will study this structure from the next video, and till then you study. Thanks.